So this lesson will cover the letter of application or resignation, and I'm going to deal with both of them together because it's quite the same. Just if it's a writing, it's a letter you're going to write to a higher authority, you get it. So it's basically like a formal letter. All right, so this is the sample question given to us. We are supposed to write a letter because you like a job working in a summer camp which runs sports and outdoor activities for children and young people. You would like a job working in the summer camp which runs sports and outdoor activities for children and young people. Write a letter to the organizers of the summer camp, and in the letter, describe your personality. Say what relevant experience and skills you have, and explain what sort of work you would like to do. So these are the 3 points given. Okay, these are the 3 points given to us. And as always, as you know, in writing tax 1 general essay, you'll be given 3 parts of the question. The question will be arranged in 3 different parts. The first one is the topic, the second one is who you are writing to, and the third part is what you are supposed to write. So now we know that we are talking about summer camp, which runs sports and outdoor activities for children and young people, and that we are looking for a job. So this is what we are doing. We are just looking for a job in these particular places, and we are writing the letter to organizers of those summer camps, and we are supposed to describe personality, relevant experiences, skills that we have, and explain what sort of work we want to do. So now we know the question structure, and that is the same for all types of questions. So now that we know the question structure, let's revisit our structure for the letters. How do we structure a letter? We know that when we are writing a letter, one thing we're supposed to do is that we need to address the person. So we will address the person we are going to write to, and after that we will write the reason for writing that particular letter. So we state the reason for writing that, and after that we answer those questions one after the other, then we sign off. So this is what we are going to do. So first of all, we will have to address the person. Okay, so because this is a letter of application, there is 100% possibility that this is a formal letter. Okay, so this is a formal letter because you are writing to a higher authority. Okay, so this is a formal letter. So we are going to address those people, the organizers, and then we state the reason we are writing our letter. And in this way, we are applying for a summer camp job. And you write about the bullet points. The first bullet point is to describe our personal identity, or who we are. We need to describe our personality. And the second thing is that we need to also talk about our experience in another paragraph. And the third thing is that we also have to explain what sort of job or work we would like to do in the third paragraph. Then we sign off. Okay, so this is how the whole letter will look like. Dear organizers, or dear organizer, or dear sir or madam. Alright, so we just start and then we write our purpose, we describe it one after the other, and then we sign up. So this is how we will look at it. Now, because this is a formal letter, and I don't think that you might be knowing these organizers, so what you need to do is that you just write dear. If you don't know the person, just write dear sir or madam if you don't know the name of the person. And if you know the name of the person, you just write dear, then you add a surname. Okay, so dear Mr. Jones, or dear Miss Ba, anyone. Just have to get something. You can assume a name. All right, that is it. And if you are signing off, if you know the name of the person, you just write yours sincerely, and then you write your name and your full name actually. And if you don't know the name of the person, you just write yours faithfully, and then you also write your full name. So that's how we are going to go about it. Now that we have the idea, let's see how we are going to generate our ideas to answer the questions. So we are going to answer these 3 questions, and then we use the answers. We develop the answers and then write our 4 letter. So we've got some answers already. So you're just going to put it in and use it to write our letter. So the question stated that you like a job working in a summer camp which runs sports and outdoor activities for children and young people. Write a letter to the organizer of the summer camp, and in your letter, this is our first task, to describe our personality. So it's sometimes these are the things that are very obvious. It's a summer camp. It's something about joy, something about playfulness, something about sports. You can't be a moody person. So at least you should go with if it's a personality they are looking for somebody who is outgoing, fun, loving, energetic person, and even somebody who loves kids, because they're dealing with children and young people. Someone who loves kids, want to see everybody happy. Okay, so in our answers, we are going to say that we are outgoing, we are fun loving, we are energetic. So we use those kind of personalities to also answer the question. The second question was that we should also state what relevant experiences and skills that we have. And we are going to say that yes, we were scout leaders, we were qualified instructors, and the type of instructors that we were. And we explain what sort of job that we would like to do. So this time you're going to tell them that we want to be lead group activities and campfire, in campfire cooking. Okay, so these are some of the things that we use. So we write lead group activities, campfire cooking. Just write what you think you want to use. What kind of work would you like to do? So you know specifically what you want to do. So you answer the questions one after the other. You write some short answers for each of them, because you'll be developing them later. Now that we know and we have planned our essay, what's left is that we need to write the letter. So we need to write the letter. So we need to write the letter. We already know that this is a formal letter. So if it's a formal letter, then we need to address it to someone formally. So we know that it might be dear sir or madam, or if we know the person's name, we just have to write the surname of the person. So dear plus the surname. All right, so this is how the whole essay would look like. So dear either sir or madam or whoever it is, the first paragraph is to apply for a summer camp job, and then we are outgoing, fun loving, and energetic. We are scout. We have been scout leaders, qualified instructors at kayaking and also climbing. We want to be group leaders or lead group we want to lead group activities in campfire cooking. Okay, so campfire and also cooking. So these are the things that you'll be writing, and we'll be explaining them as we are developing it. So now we are ready for everything. You can also write your personal ideas and answers for it, and you plan it this way. So when you start writing, you know exactly what you're going to write. Now let's start with the first paragraph. So we already know this, what we are going to write. Dear sir, madam. So let's go on to the paragraph 1. So we said in the first paragraph, we are going to apply for a summer camp job. That's why we are writing this particular letter. So that's for paragraph 1. Our purpose is that we are applying for a summer camp job. All right, so let's write it. I always state that you should be specific when you are writing and be precise in your writing. Don't go general. Don't say I'm applying for a summer camp job, right? You have to be specific. So stay like, I would like to apply for a position at your Devon summer camp. So you can see that here the name, right, was mentioned. All right, so the type of summer camp or the place they are going for that summer camping, it has been stated. So I would like to apply for a position at your Devon summer camp this year. All right, so it's quite specific, and you can see this is a formal letter, so use the word would instead of I'll, like I apostrophe ll, right? So that is very important for you to know. Don't use contractions in formal letter. All right, so don't write I would like I apostrophe d. Don't use that. Now after we have addressed and and we have written the reason for our letter, the next thing to do is to address the first bullet point. And the first bullet point was that we should talk about our personality, or we should describe our personality. And we stated in our planning that we are outgoing, fun loving, energetic people, and we are responsible. Okay, so these are the things that we said about ourselves. So we are going to explain that in the letter for the person to know that this is what we have been talking about. I'm an outgoing person with a lot of energy and a great sense of fun and adventure. I show dedication and a high level of responsibility in everything I do, and I'm known for being very reliable. Furthermore, I am confident working on my own, but equally enjoy being part of a team. So it tells you I'm fun-loving, I am outgoing person, I'm energetic, I'm responsible in a way that when you give me something, I'll make sure that I deliver. And also I'm confident I can work on my own, so all that. Now, after answering that question, we move on to our next question. The next question states that what relevant experience do we have? And while we were planning, we stated that we were scout leaders and qualified instructors, and we mentioned the specific places we have been qualified in. All right, so that is our personal credentials. So let's see how we'll be explaining this one to the one receiving our application form, so that they will know that we are the right people for the. I have many relevant skills to offer. These include 4 instructor certificates for both of kayaking and climbing, as well as being an experienced dinghy sailor. I was a scout leader for 2 years before going to university, and was popular with and respected by all the boys and girls in our park. So this time I'm just explaining the qualifications and the skills that we have. So we just explained that to answer the second question. As I state, when you are writing, check your spelling, your grammar, make sure that your ideas are flowing, and also make sure that you are meeting the number of words required. Now, the paragraph 4 will answer our third bullet point. And our third bullet point stated that we should explain what sort of work we would like to do, right? So we said we will lead group activities, and we also have some campfire cooking. Okay, so I'm especially interested in being an activity leader at the summer camp, but I would consider any position appropriate to my skill and experience. I'll be willing to organize and lead campfire cooking sessions several evenings a week, as this is another passion of mine and always kid. So you know that it will be appropriate for you to bring how good you are with kids, and because you are dealing with young people and children. So that will actually give you a lead to tell the organizers that you are the right person. All right, so now that we're done with this one, the next thing to do is that you should sign off. But because you are applying, when you are applying for a letter, you should tell the people that you are looking forward to hearing from them, all right, and that you want them to consider you, all right. So you can end your application letter with a statement like this: I thank you for your consideration and look forward to hearing from you. Okay, I thank you for your consideration and look forward to hearing from you. And now you can sign off. All right, so you can just write, if you don't know the person, just write yours faithfully, and then you just write your name. Okay, so that will be all for the letter of application and resignation. And then you take we just look at a full finished letter for the application, and that will be all for today. So finished letter, as you can see, this is a letter of application written, and also look at how it has been written. All right, try your hands on it, and I believe you will do better with this one. You can put a space between this here, so you can do better with this. The more you practice, the better you become. So try as much as possible to practice on these ones. Okay, we'll meet again for another lesson. Thank you.